Hi, I'm Clint Orem, co-founder and chief strategy officer here at SugarCRM. Thank you so much for joining me today to learn more about sugar and how we can help Redington grow. Over the course of the next 40 minutes or so, we're going to hit on a variety of topics, from introducing you to SugarCRM, the company, what our customers typically look like, what a sugar project looks like, and most importantly, I'm going to have my colleagues Rich Green and Zach Sprackett, who run our product group, to join us and give us a walkthrough of SugarCRM, the product itself. Now, to begin with, we all know the last couple of years have been very difficult. It's been challenging just to figure out how to get the kids to school, how to get the dog walked. You're looking to get your CRM upgraded from one version to the next. You're trying to get so much done, and remote selling, remote working, and everything else involved in that has been a real challenge for many people. Well, SugarCRM has really stepped up to that challenge by delivering a suite of customer relationship management tools that are designed to help our customers automate every aspect of their business, bring keen insights into the business based upon all the data about their customers that they're collecting, and ultimately letting the platform do the work. Now, along that way, as SugarCRM helps its customers grow, acquire new customers, retain existing customers, we're also helping those companies succeed with their CRM investments and their CRM journey itself. We've got a whole suite of tools, from Sugar Club, which includes training and online collaboration forums, all the way down to implementation strategies and workshops to help our customers take advantage fully of the SugarCRM platform. And along the way, we've been quite lucky to achieve a huge number of accolades from the CRM industry analysts. Over the last year alone, we've received an award every single month, being called out as a customer relationship management leader, most specifically for the B2B mid-market and the technology, software, manufacturing, and services industries. In fact, there's one recent report from Nucleus Research that called out SugarCRM as being the up-and-coming leader in their evaluation of the CRM market, surpassing many other companies as they head down. Sugar's heading up. And of course, we've got a wide array of partners who help us be successful worldwide. And today we're really excited to have the Redington Group join the Sugar family as you learn more about how you can help your customers grow with SugarCRM. So let's talk about our customers and what the Sugar customers look like. I mentioned a variety of different industries across manufacturing, business services, technology, also financial services. And you'll see a variety of different customers that we have, not only in the Middle East, but around the world. And these are customers that have been with us for years. In fact, our average customer lifetime value is well over 4 years, going into 5 years plus. Our customers are extremely loyal to both us and our partners. In addition to all of those companies that have signed up with SugarCRM, again, typically speaking in the B2B mid-market, we've got an marketplace of third-party plugins to add value to SugarCRM, where we have integrations with all these other different technologies that you see here. And then we have a whole series of add-ons that extend the functionality of SugarCRM to do really neat different things for different industry verticals and for different use cases within CRM. Now let's take a moment and look at what a common project looks like. Why does a customer typically come to SugarCRM? Well, often it starts around a whole business transformation strategy within a company, around digital transformation and IT modernization, and really looking to improve that cross-channel customer experience at the macro level, weave together marketing, sales, and customer service into that one high-definition customer experience that sets the company apart from their competitors. Typically, this is a board level, or at the very least, a senior leadership level strategy that the company is taking on across the board. And Sugar fits in perfect for these types of IT modernization strategies. Other projects that we see are a bit more timely, more specific to what's happening right now, as company after company worldwide recognizes that they need to have a remote selling strategy, that they need to be able to interact with their clients, not just face to face, but over technology like Zoom and everything else that comes involved with a remote selling approach to working with your customers. Well, SugarCRM is right there with you. Our entire SaaS-based platform is designed for easy access anywhere in the world, across mobile devices, across web browsers, allowing our customers to quickly implement a remote selling, remote servicing strategy around their company that allows them to very quickly pivot and connect with their customers where their customers are today. We also do a lot of business around replacing legacy CRM systems. Frankly speaking, every company in the world has some sort of CRM system in place today, even if it's something as simple as Outlook and Excel. Everybody has to track their customers. What we're seeing across the board is frankly quite a wave of dissatisfaction with one of our leading competitors in the marketplace, Salesforce.com. And we're doing a very healthy business today of replacing Salesforce with Sugar as companies look to find a partner who's going to grow with them, treat them like the top-notch customer that they need to be, and essentially approach the entire relationship from a partnership perspective. We find that SugarCRM stands out in the market over and over and over again with a fantastic win rate in replacing Salesforce, Microsoft, and other legacy CRM solutions. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Sugar product suite as an introduction before our CTO, Rich Green, and our Chief Product Officer, Zach Sprackett, join us. So at a real high level, we have 3 different products. Sugar Market is our marketing automation platform that's designed to allow you to engage with an audience of prospects, of existing customers, and guide them through a journey of communication and interaction with those customers around nurture campaigns and across email, social, and all the different channels so that you can really connect with those prospects and their customers and make sure that you're delivering a timely and value add message. Now, when those prospects respond to your campaigns, we have Sugar Sell, which is a Salesforce automation platform built for that modern sales warrior. And this is all about managing your opportunities, your pipeline, creating quotes, engaging with that customer through the sales cycle so that you can really help them through the buying process. Lastly, we have Sugar Serve, the customer service platform built for those customer service heroes. And this is where we have a trouble ticket case management system that allows you to keep track of all of your customer engagements, whether they're around issue resolution or changing passwords or getting billing records, whatever the engagement with the customer is, with a fantastic modern self-service portal connected to this to allow customers to find their own answers and reduce that call volume into a company's call center. So there's at a real high level, the different products, Sugar Market, Sugar Sell, and Sugar Serve. I'd like to turn it over now to my colleagues, Rich Green, Chief Technology Officer, and Zach Sprackett, Chief Product Officer, who are going to take you for a deeper dive into the Sugar product suite. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Rich Green, Chief Technology Officer here at SugarCRM, beaming to you from beautiful, rainy Seattle, Washington, USA.
And I'm Zach Sprackett, Chief Product Officer at SugarCRM, coming to you from Capitola, California, the surf capital of the known universe.
Before we begin, I want to congratulate you, Zach, for your new role as CPO. You know, your contributions here at Sugar and your technical, product, and market knowledge made you the perfect choice for the role. So it's super exciting and no pressure, man.
Thanks, Rich. You know, over the years, we've made wave after wave of additions and changes to Sugar's products and services. And these changes have come together to really bring us to where we are at today. And we're excited for the opportunity to share our latest innovations and give a glimpse of what's coming next with our Sugar Connected audience.
But some perspective is important to understand where we've come from and what we've done, as a backdrop to deliver on plans for Sugar's future products. First off, we had a vision that CRM is a lot bigger or wider than SFA alone. We knew that offering solutions ranging from marketing automation to SFA to customer service mapped to the needs of our growing list of customers. We also felt that classic SFA was really lacking in the area of data acquisition, integration, intelligence, and insight. It also seemed obvious to us that understanding what has happened before in detail can inform individuals and leaders about next steps and provide the fuel needed for AI models to help weed through the complexity of what's happening now, as well as a way to predict what is likely to happen in the future. And to make this work, we needed a platform that supports all of our products and services so that a CRM can work the way businesses do, not as a series of isolated steps, but as a continuous flow of information and opportunities. We were also very aware that Sugar needed to be the center of a large ecosystem. So we radically enhanced our Sugar marketplace, now Sugar Outfitters, so that ISVs can join with Sugar to bring a wide array of solutions to address the business needs of each of our customers. So with that historic perspective, what we'd like to do is a walkthrough of many of Sugar's capabilities, not only with a focus on features and functions, but how you can use all of Sugar to build your business and move more quickly than your competitors. So Zach, before we get into any specific product details, we should talk about Sugar's platform and our branding, Let the Platform Do the Work. Can you share the what and why of our platform story?
Sure thing. The power of the Sugar platform is that it's built on a strong foundation of services that includes our cloud integration. Our services are offered in the cloud as well as on-premise. And in the cloud, they leverage Amazon. And this allows us to be in all of the geographies that our customers need us to be in. It also includes workflow automation, allowing customers to codify and automate even their most complex business processes, taking away the busy work. It includes configurability and extensibility, providing no and low code tools to remove roadblocks, threading the needle between adopting new best practices and allowing your businesses to maintain the things that make you unique and different from your competition. It includes identity and privacy, delivering a compliant solution that respects you and your customers' privacy. And it's built from the ground up with security in mind, with extensive capabilities that include encryption, disaster recovery, and single sign-on. And all of these services are delivered upon our time-aware customer data platform, which enhances the customer experience in Sugar and the Sugar platform as a whole.
Well, that's a perfect way to set the stage for the rest of our discussion. So let's get into the details. What's the best way to share a sense of how Sugar's platform, seen collectively, has been designed to help build and drive the business of our customers?
Well, let's begin with a quick overview of that Sugar platform. Now, some of you, our customers, probably use a single part of our platform, but many of you take advantage of the complete solution using the full platform for all of your business needs. With Sugar, you have the ability to start anywhere and be sure that you can grow as your business needs grow. And it's an example of what we mean when we say no roadblocks. Our platform, of course, includes Sugar Market, Sugar Sell, and Sugar Serve. And these applications represent the customer journey loop, starting at demand generation and lead nurturing, then continuing through sales automation, opportunity and pipeline management, configure price quote, recurring revenue management, and rounding out the capabilities with customer success, service, and support. This ultimately enables you to complete that loop, providing upsell opportunities for continued growth within your customer base.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. But the tricky part is stitching it all together, allowing different groups to work in an asynchronous but coordinated and high-velocity manner. The coordination and handoffs between groups are where things often go wrong. In fact, from a technology point of view, the notion of a handoff is pretty old-fashioned. High-performance businesses need to flow, not having stopping points along the way that mirror their organizational model. Think about it as applying particle wave theory to business processes, Zach. I hope that helps.
Welcome, Sugar Connected audience, to every single one-on-one meeting between Rich and I. I'd explain it to you, Zach, but I'm going to need a spreadsheet with a third and a fourth dimension. As we dive into the components of the platform and how they can help you and your business to work better together, we'll look at some of those specific use cases and focus on some of those handoffs.
So great. Why don't we start things off from the beginning? How do you attract prospects? Marketers are always trying to find prospects and move them into the funnel. They use a variety of different creative techniques to accomplish this: ad buys, white papers, events and webinars, social media campaigns, landing pages, emails, and nurture campaigns.
Yeah, exactly, Rich. All of these tactics have sort of a singular purpose, right? They're about identifying and reeling in prospects. And in a digital environment, more and more of the sales process is really moving online. And in fact, it's becoming asynchronous. People are constantly evaluating and making selections, and they're doing so even before they ever talk to a vendor. So, how can marketers know when this is even happening? You got millions of hits on your website. How can you tell which of them matter? How can your business inject yourself into the conversation?
All really good questions, Zach. And there's a lot of inflection points in a business where these things really matter. Coming off a great quarter, but knowing that you have double the revenue goal sitting in front of you, or you just received a funding round and your next target is an order of magnitude larger. A great first world problem to have, man, but without technology, it is just terrifying.
Absolutely terrifying. And at this point, everybody knows that building buzz and awareness through social channels and ads and search engine optimization is really important. These tactics are about getting customers to your website and ideally to engage with a piece of gated content, because that's a magical point in the entire process. Sugar Market allows me to deploy that kind of gated content with ease using landing pages. I can easily make changes when required without requiring the support of my IT department. Just to illustrate, let's edit the text in this landing page by adding an exclamation point, then personalize this landing page by adding our company logo to the top of the page. Now, creating and curating content with Sugar Market is easy. When a prospect engages with that content, say through filling out a form, Sugar Market correlates that information with their historical activity on your website, that magic moment that I was talking about earlier. This gives you a complete picture of all of the customer's activity. And our customers can rest assured that those landing pages can scale to support the high volumes of traffic that they're going to see when interacting with their customer base on their websites, allowing them to get the prospects into their funnel quickly and effectively.
So we've identified a prospect in the funnel, but business is all about flow and speed. How can we move them along?
Exactly. This is where campaigns and nurtures come into play, Rich. And it's also a place that's fraught with peril when sales and marketing organizations aren't aligned. There's a bit of a fork in the road. Marketers need to get the right leads to salespeople quickly so that they can strike while the iron is hot. They need to hand those leads off to sellers and know that they'll be acted upon quickly, because just like the lunch that you left on the counter today, hot leads don't improve with age. These leads can quickly be pushed into SugarCell, kicking off workflows or customer journeys. And the bidirectional sync between the products ensures that marketers can track and report on the lead progress. Marketers can feel secure knowing that sellers have access to marketing built templates for interacting with these leads, so that the brand experience is preserved across the organizational silos.
Well, Zach, I'm going to ignore the lunch thing, but unlike a fine wine, leads don't get better with age. But to put a finer point on it, imagine your personal digital life. How long are you going to wait for an update from Uber, a query from Google, or an online order before you turn to another service? People's willingness to wait, their digital patience, is trained in their personal lives, and those expectations are carried into the B2B world.
Yeah, I'm with you. We've worked together long enough that I think we can agree that neither of us were particularly blessed when it comes to digital patience.
Anyway, you shared the happy path, hot leads in the hands of sellers. But what about the other paths?
Right, so for leads that are maybe just warm, our goal is to nurture them and edge them towards a boil. We do this through nurture campaigns and by sending them relevant content. And we've got some great tools to help there as well. We've rebuilt the Nurture Builder from the ground up. It's way more visual and scalable than it ever was before. In fact, we recently tripled the throughput that we can achieve, which is a big win for getting content in the hands of customers quickly. It's a no-code tool that can visually design flows that keep prospects engaged. But now, in addition to nurtures, you can leverage our support for dynamic content to ensure that the message that ends up in your prospect's inbox is one that truly resonates with that individual prospect.
Well, exactly, Zach. A streaming service might be sending a campaign about some great new albums. but they're more likely to resonate with me by showing me a Michael Jackson album, whereas I see you more as a boy band kind of guy. Dynamic email content lets marketers send a single email, but ensure that you're able to deliver the right message to the right prospect at every interaction.
You nailed it, Rich. In the words of the Backstreet Boys, I want it that way.
Oh my God. Getting us back on track, Zach. Not all emails are created equal, right? Besides dynamic email content, what other tools do we have to help marketers get to the top of prospect inboxes?
Yeah, we've got some great tools where this is concerned. A/B testing is an incredibly helpful tool for marketers. It's not always intuitive exactly which path you want to use from a messaging perspective. And A/B testing is a tool that lets you determine which copy is going to perform the best and then send that to the bulk of the audience. And you can use that by actually involving your audience in the process. Sugar automates A/B testing, allowing you to set it and forget it. In addition to A/B testing, we provide tools to help marketers deliver relevant content without ending up in people's spam folders. Our diagnostic tools really help get to the message to the intended audience, ensure that the message that you're trying to deliver gets in front of the eyeballs that you need to see it.
Yeah. But how do we know when it's time to send those warming leads over to the sellers?
Well, this is where Sugar Market's scoring models come in. We enable our customers to build multiple scoring models, and those models understand the dynamics of a B2B customer, where multiple people within a single organization are likely engaged. And you can't just look at any one of them in isolation and really understand what's happening at an account. B2C marketing tools don't understand that these engagements all roll up into the same account, which is incredibly important for marketers to understand in a B2B world.
Right, but it's not just about manual scoring models, is it, Zach? Sugar Market also provides out-of-the-box Sugar Predict AI models that help marketers identify leads that resemble previous successes. This is another one of those bits of magic. It turns out you can't really understand historical success in marketing automation without following a lead through the process of becoming a customer. Building a feedback loop that links closed-won deals with all of the associated patterns of the sales cycle and firmographic data back into the AI lead scoring model is wicked powerful. So having marketing, sales, and service operating off of a single platform can really provide you a level of insight that you can't otherwise achieve.
Look, I completely agree, Rich. Silos are great for storing animal feed, but they're not very helpful for delivering exceptional customer experiences.
Okay, let's shift the focus a bit and talk about the sales organization. What happens in SugarCell when marketing passes off that lead? How do we ensure that the seller has all of the information they need to successfully engage with a prospect? How can you make sure that it doesn't get dropped on the floor?
Again, Rich, great questions. Sugar BPM is one part of our no-code toolkit that can ensure that every lead is given exactly the amount of attention that it deserves. Sugar BPM effectively routes leads to an appropriate seller based on parameters that matter to your particular business. Things like lead type, industry, territory, perhaps the experience of your sales reps. Have at it. You can build rules that will get leads into the right hands. And sellers are notified of new leads via push notifications and emails. SugarCell also provides sellers with everything that they need to effectively manage those leads once they have them. On our new sales dashboard, we can see that Sugar Predict has scored this new lead as very likely to be converted to an opportunity. Our Sugar Predict AI is able to help sellers prioritize based on historical success rates and firmographic data. A seller can quickly orient themselves around this new lead by accessing the focus drawer. And in context, without losing their place, they now have access to a whole lot more information about this particular lead. Again, back to the idea of no blind spots. Imagine how much more effective you're going to be with a complete understanding of what's happening with this lead.
Yep, no blind spots. In fact, from this one screen, the seller can become much more familiar with the lead in question. They can see all of the interactions that have occurred in marketing as well. All of those engagements on the website are highlighted in the timeline dashlet. The platform is quite literally doing the work.
Yes, sir. It's like we designed it this way. And the focus drawer isn't just read only, right? It's actually a full view into what's happening with the customer, where you can update and dynamically make changes. I can follow up with this prospect and log the fact that I left her a voicemail without losing my focus. And just like that, I can continue on with my day. I can concentrate on a particular account, or maybe I can plan out a given opportunity. When I'm trying to plan a meeting with a customer, I can leverage the Maps functionality in Sugar. I can see where the prospect is located, and I can find some of my nearby customers who I might want to visit while I'm in the neighborhood. Again, letting the platform do the work.
All pretty cool stuff, Zach. But let me take a quick detour for a minute to separate the notion of user experience from user interface. As you can see, we've made some huge changes into the look and feel of Sugar. And spoiler alert, there is a lot more coming. But we've spent years focusing on our user experience, finding ways to boost productivity, keeping your eyes on a single view, minimizing clicks, presenting just what is needed and when it's needed, and reducing context switching. It's all about speed and making your good performers great and your great performers even better. But sales isn't just an outbound game. When that prospect calls you, Sugar Live will automatically pull up her information, providing the context needed to have an intelligent conversation, even though you might not have been expecting it. That added context sure helps to keep the customer experiences a positive one.
Yeah, absolutely. With all the interrupts involved in modern sales, it can be incredibly difficult to keep everything straight. And at the end of the day, a big part of the job is trying to make sure that you're not dropping any of the important balls. Another tool that can really help here is guided selling. Sugar makes the selling experience easier by ensuring that all of the important parts of the buyer journey are tracked and automated. We can use out-of-the-box guided journeys to ensure that we're taking all of the appropriate steps to maximize our success. We can see and be notified when things aren't going according to the plan with momentum. And on our last call with our prospect, we mapped out the decision makers. Guided selling keeps the deal moving forward by automatically creating the appropriate tasks and ensuring that we have a schedule that will ultimately drive this opportunity forward through to closure.
And that's exactly what we mean when we say no busy work. One other thing we should probably highlight here is that people don't only work in SugarCell. They live in other applications like their Office suite. Users are going to work where they need to work, where they want to work, and we've got tools to help them there too, right, Zach?
Absolutely. I think you're setting me up to talk about Sugar Connect now. And this is one of my favorite applications in the entirety of our portfolio. Sugar Connect is an absolutely essential service that allows customers to harness the power of the Sugar platform directly from within their productivity suite. I can review a contact record and access all of the related information. I have access to all of the various Sugar modules, and I can see the information I need in context directly from within my email client. I can edit and update Sugar right here from within my email, and I can make changes to a record when I need to. I can capture all of the interactions, I can create notes, or I can simply archive an email I'm sending to the prospect without having to leave my flow, which is incredibly important, again, when you're trying to balance all of that context. In the event that I'm interacting with someone new, Sugar Connect gives me the option to quickly create a new lead or a contact record, again, without ever disrupting my flow. And we've recently added real-time sync into Sugar Connect, which ensures that Sugar is always up to date. And because we leverage server-side sync in order to do that, it happens even when my email client is not connected, when my laptop is in my backpack as I go off to the next customer meeting.
Information delivered in context, no blind spots. Another example of no blind spots is Sugar Mobile. As in-person gatherings come back into our vocabulary, mobile access becomes a topic again. With Sugar Mobile, sellers can access all of the information in Sugar, but in a format that's optimized for mobile.
Right. Access frequently used records, see all of the information for a particular lead, check out all of the related records, build out a proposal while you're still out in the field. You can access native, on-device features like maps, and you can easily call prospects and customers. And in the spirit of letting the platform do the work, the system will even prompt you to log notes upon completion of that call. Even better, you can use your voice to text capabilities on the device in order to capture those call notes. Sellers have access to the full power of the Sugar platform on the go, directly in their pocket.
And you didn't even mention the support for MDMs or mobile device management or offline mode, where users can make changes without connectivity, and those changes will automatically sync back up to Sugar when a network connection is restored.
That's true. Or for that matter, even the mobile SDK, which allows our customers to build on the existing mobile capabilities in order to fulfill needs that we never even anticipated. It's quite the story.
And speaking of the story, we probably want to take the proposal we built for our prospect and generate a quote. That's easier than ever now too. Customers can use the new action buttons to merge all of the information that's already in the opportunity directly into their quotes. And the new doc merge capabilities make it easy to quickly create beautiful quotes and proposals. Sellers can send these generated quotes out for signature right from within Sugar, and thanks to our integration with DocuSign, the proposal can sign on the dotted digital line.
Yeah, so we've gone from an unidentified prospect to a full-fledged customer. And if you're one of our many customers who are selling subscriptions or services, you know there's even more to the process. Sugar not only takes the busy work out of creating the initial service opportunities, but once the customer signs, the platform does all the work of generating the renewal opportunities as well. When your customer wants even more, a few clicks is all we need in order to close add-ons or sell additional seats. And in the background, Sugar handles all of the busy work of maintaining the renewals so that your sellers are free to keep crushing their targets. And your forecast is more accurate and forward-looking than ever before. And speaking of forecasts, we should probably spend some time talking about the role of sales managers and executives and how they fit into the platform. We've just released some radical improvements to our forecasting capabilities, so they've got access to everything that's happening on all of the deals their team has in flight. Managers can see the whole pipeline and all of the opportunities that fill the pipe, and they can drill in to test those opportunities, find the risk, and improve their win rates. They can easily report on their entire organization, and they can make updates to their pipeline in order to support their reps out in the field. It's really powerful.
And with SugarCell Premier, Zach, we've added some amazing time-based analytic and reporting capabilities as well. Sales managers can see changes that have happened over time and deeply understand what's going on in their business.
Powerful stuff, right? But now you've got a customer. How do we keep them? This brings us to the service part of the conversation. Customers have many ways to interact with agents via SugarServe. Those interactions often start through the portal, but they can also come via chat, phone, or email. Now, from within the portal, customers can search for relevant information on problems that they might be experiencing. Here you can see an example of a relevant article that can help the customer get back on her feet without having to talk to an agent. She has the ability to also go in and create or interact with open cases or to initiate a chat with an agent directly from within the portal as well.
What about the agent experience? How does that support creating customers for life?
Well, it all starts with the service console, Rich. Agents can see their cases and a bunch of important stats around how their work is stacking up. When the agent clicks on a case, they get a view into their cases sorted by priority, helping them to ensure that they're delivering against their company's SLA. Inside the case, the agent can see the issue, the account that the issue is related to, and browse a timeline to see all of the different interactions that have occurred to date. The agent can also leverage the comments log to engage with other people in their organization who can potentially help, and make sure that they're delivering the best possible outcomes to their customers.
And by having all of this happen in the Sugar platform, support can be a revenue center too. Agents can pull up a customer's purchase history and identify white space. They can easily route opportunities back to sales to complete the virtuous cycle, or they can put customers into nurture campaigns in Sugar Market.
That's right. And we didn't even touch on the ability for calls to be automatically transcribed and archived into SugarServe via SugarLive, or how SugarPredict provides AI-powered sentiment analysis, which can be applied to those calls in order to track and manage customer sentiment over time.
So we also didn't cover the process part of things. SugarServe ships with some amazing out-of-the-box BPM processes that our customers can use for so many different things.
Right, exactly. BPM can be used to acknowledge cases, to route cases to the appropriate agent based on priority or agent specialty. And if our out-of-the-box BPM templates don't quite match up with your business, you can easily update them without having to resort to writing any code or calling in your IT department. And customers can also combine sentiment analysis and BPM to do some things like automatically escalating a case based on the customer sentiment. Our built-in support for escalations makes it easier than ever for our customers to manage exceptions within their organizations.
Well, that was really cool, Zach. The awesome work your team, that's weird to say, did over the past year in Product Land really comes to life when it's viewed end to end, getting work done and using the Sugar platform to be hyper productive. So let's wrap this up. But, you're a product geek and I'm, just a geek. So there's no way we're going to end this without some hints about what we're planning to drop in the next few quarters. Where do you want to start?
So I've got to start with reporting, Rich. Seeing what's going on in your business in a form that can be shared across an organization is one of the core capabilities of any CRM platform. And we've made a huge leap forward in SugarCell Premier with reporting and analytics for forecasting. But a rebuild and a refresh of the core Sugar reporting has been one of the top asks for our customers in recent times, and I'm happy to say that it's on its way. It's kind of like jeans in a jean shirt, the Canadian tuxedo, as we like to call it, Rich. It's a perfect match. We're pairing a new and a fresh user interface with a drag and drop dynamic layout of charts and dashlets. We're making way more space available for the report content so that you can focus on the part of the report that actually matters rather than the report parameters. Although, of course, you'll still be able to get access to the report parameters when you need them. And we'll be stealing a few ideas from our new list view UI with locked headers and a lockable left column, which will make it easier to understand the information that you're looking at in our reporting engine. We've started with the reports viewer, since that affects every user. And you'll see the first round of that work in the Q3 release, which is actually scheduled for release in July. And of course, we're going to continue to improve that into Q4. Now, after we get through that, we're planning to tackle the report generator. Really big stuff, really powerful stuff that I think is going to make users' lives easier. Your turn, Rich.
Well, that is big stuff, Zach, but I'm going to see and raise. I'm super excited to share that we're well along in applying our SugarPredict AI technology to do what I've not seen any other CRM vendor do with off-the-shelf software. That is, use AI to predict forecast outcomes in any time period with a particular focus on the next or present quarter. This is tricky stuff as we look at time-based history, deals in the pipe before the quarter, events that have occurred throughout a deal's history, and we even have a separate technique for determining deals that aren't even in the pipe yet will appear and close in the quarter. It looks and sounds a bit like magic, and it is rather complex. We're planning to begin a limited rollout of AI-powered forecasting for SugarCell customers in Q4. And while this is underway, I have a bit of an ask for all of you. The quality of our models and AI results is a direct function of the detail and quality of the data that you enter into Sugar. It's also super valuable for every other aspect of your business. The more rigor, the better are our predictions. So if you need help or assistance in putting together a best practices of how to manage the data in your CRM, give Chris Pennington a call in our PS team. Thanks. Oh, and I want to steal your thunder a bit on one more item, Zach. You know, in the B2B world, there are some massive trends that affect how customers want to be attracted, want to buy, and want to be served. Many being driven by expectations in the B2C world. Among them, the desire to engage digitally, asynchronously, and at times anonymously. Many channels of interaction, both with the vendor of their as well as their community. A well-informed buyer, one who has gone through a lengthy self-discovery process long before engaging with a potential vendor. And purchases occurring with modest or no personal engagement with sales. An expectation that information will be instantly available to them for whatever they deem they need and on whatever channel they are using at the moment, all instantaneously. And in the customer service space, these trends are going to affect the way organizations have to function going forward. Whereas self-service has been seen through the lens of customer service organizations as a cost reduction mechanism, through the lens of a B2B customer, self-service is a way of avoiding endless phone calls, enabling self-discovery, and getting problems solved at digital speeds. So with that preamble, Zach, go.
Well, that was quite the soliloquy, Horatio. Good thing we don't pay you by the word or we'd have to raise our prices. So the team is hard at work designing a new self-service portal. And this portal is designed from the ground up to be mobile friendly and beautiful. Customers are going to be able to deliver an improved support experience in this new omni-channel portal. Over time, this portal is going to evolve into a digital engagement center. Imagine a world where, from marketing through sales and through service, your customers had a single place to engage with your organization digitally, delivering marketing content, collaborating with a prospect on an opportunity, accessing invoices, and getting support, all from within a single portal. Automate the mundane and deliver the extraordinary in a simplified and human manner. The Digital Engagement Center will be at the epicenter of the customer experience.
Well, I guess that means I should be brief. So what's up on the Sugar market front, Zach?
So as we talked about earlier, we recently delivered a ton of new functionality in Sugar Market, but more is coming. Internationalization and localization are going to help marketers in Europe, LATAM, and APAC to navigate the interface in their language of choice. And as GDPR and CCPA evolve, and more privacy regulations spring up every day around the world, preference management is a hot topic, and we're reinventing the Preference Management Center for the Sugar platform. We've also got some exciting plans around improving the event management experience so that customers can deliver the perfect webinar every single time. We've also got some great ideas to improve our AI capabilities and so much more. The future is incredibly bright for Sugar Market. I'm so proud of what the team has accomplished over the last year. Rich, you have anything else?
Well, I think that's plenty for now, Zach, but I do want to thank our customers and our partners for continuing to provide us priceless feedback that we use when we're defining our roadmap. Whether it's issue resolution, feature improvements, all new capabilities and paradigms, or just helping us stare into the crystal ball to compute a course based on industry and technology trends, we continue to be impressed by our energy and commentary that helps us guide our collective future. Zach, why don't you wrap this thing up?
Absolutely. Well said, Rich. After this session, we're going to go into a live Q&A. And this is going to be your chance to ask Craig, Rich, and myself any questions you might have. And we just want to close by saying we're incredibly thankful for you, our customers, and we hope that you're as excited by all of the great things that we're building in order to let the platform do the work and help you to grow your businesses and cultivate customers for life. Look forward to talking to you in a second here.